Welcome. In front of me I have iPhone 17 Pro Max, and today I will show you how you can reset your device through recovery mode. I'll be using Windows for this guide, but you can also do this on a Mac. The process is even easier on a Mac, as on Windows we do need to download a single program from our most favorite place where we all get our programs from, right? Which is the Microsoft Store. Oh boy. Anyway, in here search for Apple devices and look for the lowest rated program, which just happens to be Apple devices at 2.1 stars. Hell, it even beats out iTunes, which was at 2.4, which were already pitiful ratings for a, what is it, $1 trillion company? Now, if you're wondering why are we not using also iTunes for this, as that's what historically we would have been using, well, that's because Apple decided to update iTunes by not updating it at all, and make Apple devices, and also split it into two programs by taking Tunes out of iTunes and putting it into Apple Music, which some crazy bastard at Microsoft decided that, hey, we're gonna give it the 2024 Award for Music category. Now, I'm sure as shit they didn't use this, because no one in their right mind would give this garbage the rating or any kind of award for a music program that doesn't really play music, as as Apple Music doesn't support FLAC format, which is a music format, lossless one, which it doesn't support. So, great music player there that doesn't support music, and it got an award for that. Awesome. It must be, maybe it's a sarcastic one. Anyway, once we download this program, we can then move over to it, which I have open right here, and we're gonna just plug in our device. So, boop. Now, if you're using obviously Mac, you also want to plug it in, and you want to look for your iPhone in your Finder. If you don't know what a Finder is, it's basically the Explorer window, like here, where you have all your files, your side panel with like all the different directories. And when you plug your iPhone in, it will show up as whatever name iPhone. Click on it, and you will have this page open, this one right here. So we're now ready. So we're gonna first boot our device into recovery mode. So we're gonna press volume up and volume down, and we're gonna hold power button. Now the device will turn off in a moment, then it's gonna start booting back up, and while booting up it's actually gonna enter recovery mode, which will be this little cable with a laptop on it. There we go. When you see this, you can let go of your power button. Give it a second. Apple devices needs a little bit of time to catch up, and there we go. It shows us that there is a problem with the iPhone. Yeah, the problem is you don't know that there isn't a problem. 2.1 stars. Reason for it. We're gonna just click on cancel. Here we have two options. We can update or restore iPhone. We're gonna select the restore. Now, if you were thinking, whoa, restore actually would basically restore data to it. Now that's usually what you consider when it comes onto devices, and you have a different term for removing data, aka reset or factory data reset. But no, Tim Cook is like what, 100 years old now, so restore, reset, those are basically the same in his mind. So we're gonna click on restore, and instead of restoring, we're gonna be resetting it in here. As you can see, restore and update. Now, again, this is kind of confusing terms, but this removes all the data and also forces you to update to the newest version. So it will first download the newest iOS. So I'm gonna click on this right now, because we need to download this iOS anyway. There we go, and you can see it starts downloading it. So when you click on it, it's gonna download the newest version of iOS. Even if your device is right now already on the newest version, it will still need to download it, because it needs to have the OS that it can drop onto the device first. So it needs to obviously download something, and usually obviously this will be a newer version, at least in case of how I'm recording it. That's always newer version. So right now this is running 16.0, I believe, sorry, 26.0, and it's going to be updated with 26.0.1, which is the newest version. Now, this is going to be downloaded relatively quickly, but just be wary. Sometimes you might see some decent times, like 20 minutes or so. So just prepare yourself. And once this is done downloading, it's gonna then extract this downloaded software or OS. Then it's gonna prepare our device, and then it's gonna drop that new extracted OS onto the device. Now, if you're thinking that it's automatically just gonna be installed, no. Then the device needs to install it itself. And once it's done that, it's gonna boot us into the setup screen. Now, this sounds convoluted, and that's because it is more than it should be. And because of that, this process will take roughly 25 minutes in total. I am gonna pause this video occasionally and resume it sometimes so you can see just a little bit of changes happening right here in the bottom with the different processes. But just know, right here for me, I'm gonna be basically sitting here for more than 20 minutes. So anyway, time to pause, I guess. And as you can see, the reset is now finished and you can set up your device however you like. Now, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.